tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to use the color tool as well as using the eyedropper tool. Now the color tool is always going to be on the right on the toolbar. It looks like a little paint palette. You click on it and the color options show up. If it's not on the toolbar, go to I think window and then it should be right there and you can click and it'll show up. Now to use it, the preset is usually just like a black stroke on the outside, and if you want to make a shape, you can change the color before you make it or afterwards. So let's make a circle, and as you can see, there's the black stroke and the clear filling. So yeah, so there are two boxes right here. There's the top box, which is the fill, which is what is going to be the color of the inside of the shape. So right now it's clear. It might look white. That's just because we have a white background. And then there's the lower one, which is the stroke, which is the line outside of the shape. So you can change the colors by selecting the box, and then you can either use this color spectrum down here. Remember, make sure it's always in CMYK. And you can use the color spectrum, and if you find a color you want, you can just click and that color will show up. So the stroke turned the color I clicked, and you can drag and see what colors you want here. You can also double click the box. So double click the stroke box, and then this color picker box will show up, and that is pretty much the same thing as the CMYK spectrum that I showed you, but it is larger and a little easier to use. So you can go and select this generic region of green, and then pick whatever you want. And then same thing for the fill box. You can pick from the CMYK spectrum, or double click and go to any color you want here. Now, another way to get color for a shape or any object you have is using the color or the eyedropper tool. That is this tool right here. You can get it by just clicking on it or the keyboard shortcut I, and pretty much that how to use that. What the purpose of this is that you can click on any color, and either on the page, like another shape that you already made, you want to mimic the color, you can click on that, or you can go to something off the page. So if you click, I clicked on the white background, so now it changed it to white. Undo that, or you can go and do something off the page. Like, let's say you have this nice picture of a banana up and you really want it, that color, and like for pulling color, this is really great. You have to start by clicking on the page. So you click on the page, but then you can hold it down and drag until you get off the page, and holding down, and then you can choose the color from the banana you want. So like this color, and then it changes to what color, like from the banana you picked. The stroke might have gone away, but you can always go back and use the stroke. Now, right now the stroke is really thin. You can barely see it. Even when I'm not selecting, you can barely see it. But to change the stroke, you can go to this tool right here, still on the right keyboard, called the stroke tool. Click on it, and you can change the thickness by going to weight and changing it to like 9 points. And as you can see, immediately the thickness got the weight got a lot thicker. And you can also change it to a dashed line if you want by clicking the dashed box, and now there's a dashed box around it. You can change like the pattern of the dashes by adding points in here. So now each dash, it says it's 12 points, but you can make it the gap in between each dash larger by I don't know, by typing in here, so you can make it 40 points. And now you can see that the distance between each dash is larger. And you can keep making a different pattern. So I can do like 3 points, and then you can see how there's the pattern changes. That's pretty much for colors and eyedropper tool and stroke.